Olá, pessoal, sejam todos bem-vindos ao 11º Your Voice, o concurso cultural de discursos da Cultura Inglesa. Meu nome é Demer e serei o apresentador da sessão de hoje. Criado em 2014, o Your Voice chega à sua 11ª edição com o objetivo de valorizar a comunicação oral, ajudando estudantes da cultura inglesa a expressarem suas ideias com confiança e também se prepararem para falar em público. É uma oportunidade incrível de pesquisa, troca cultural e crescimento, incentivando cada participante a se tornar um grande agente de transformação por meio do compartilhamento de suas ideias. Nesta edição, nós recebemos mais de 1.500 inscrições, onde esses 1.500 estudantes aceitaram o desafio de se superar escrevendo um discurso autoral em inglês sobre um tema super complexo. Todos os discursos, eles precisam abordar o tema Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever, que em português seria algo equivalente como a viva como se fosse morrer amanhã, aprenda como se fosse viver para sempre. Na primeira fase do concurso, os participantes eles gravaram e enviaram seus discursos em vídeo, os quais foram avaliados por um júri com a difícil missão de selecionar apenas 112 para semifinais. Ou seja, todos que chegaram até aqui já são grandes vencedores e, sem dúvida nenhuma, evoluíram muito ao longo desse processo de preparação. Vocês verão aqui na competição alunos da cultura inglesa e das escolas parceiras da cultura inglesa, dos estados de São Paulo, Santa Catarina, Bahia, Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande do Sul, Distrito Federal, Goiás, Tocantins e Espírito Santo, de nível de inglês básico, intermediário e avançado. No Your Voice, os alunos eles são divididos em 7 categorias diferentes, de acordo com o nível de inglês de cada um, e cada candidato concorre, portanto, somente com aqueles que estão inscritos na mesma categoria. Nessa sessão de agora, se apresentarão primeiro os candidatos da categoria E e depois os candidatos da categoria F. A apresentação dessas duas categorias acontecerá na sequência e o resultado das duas categorias será anunciado de uma só vez ao término da sessão de hoje. As regras de duração e número de perguntas que cada um responde após o seu discurso mudam um pouco de uma categoria para outra, então daqui a pouco eu vou repassar essas regras com vocês. O evento de hoje, ele é uma das 8 datas da semifinal do concurso. Então, o concurso ele possui semifinal 1 e semifinal 2, sendo que a semifinal 2 acontecerá de segunda a quinta desta semana e a semifinal 1 aconteceu de segunda a quinta da semana passada. De cada dia do evento, são selecionados 3 participantes de cada categoria para a grande final, que vai ser realizada no dia 29 de novembro. Ou seja, após o término das apresentações de hoje, serão selecionados 3 participantes da categoria E e 3 participantes da categoria F, que já estarão com a vaga garantida na grande final. E quem decidirá quais participantes seguirão na competição são as nossas juradas Moara e Lauren, que estão conosco hoje no backstage. Elas avaliarão todos os discursos apresentados e, após as apresentações, se reunirão para chegar ao grande veredito. Ao término do evento, após anunciar os 3 finalistas de cada categoria, nossas juradas também se encontrarão rapidamente com eles aqui numa sala virtual para dar uma rápida devolutiva a cada participante, apontando alguns pontos que poderão ser aprimorados para a próxima fase. E é importante lembrar que, ao término do evento, os participantes cujos nomes forem anunciados como finalistas retornem para a sala do Google Meet, onde nos encontramos no início do evento, tudo bem? Quem não quiser ou não puder ficar até o final da sessão de hoje para receber essa devolutiva, não tem problema, ela é opcional, mas se isso ocorrer, a pessoa perderá a oportunidade de recebê-la, ok? Bom, então vamos repassar algumas informações e algumas das nossas principais regras. Demer, estou com dúvida sobre onde encontro determinada informação sobre o Your Voice. Sempre no site do Your Voice, gente. O site do Your Voice, ele é nosso principal canal de comunicação com vocês. Então, ele é o local que sempre estará o mais atualizado possível, com as informações sobre tudo sobre o concurso. Lá também tem o nosso e-mail, ou seja, se você ficou com alguma dúvida e não encontrou a resposta por lá, escreve pra gente que a gente vai ter o maior prazer de te responder, tá bom? Nós da organização do evento, os candidatos e as candidatas estamos aqui juntos dentro de uma plataforma virtual e o evento está sendo transmitido para vocês que estão nos assistindo aí no YouTube. Então interajam com a gente. Façam sua torcida aí através do chat, ele fica aí à direita da tela de vocês, tá bom? Que a gente consegue ver a torcida de vocês daqui de dentro. E quero fazer um pedido super importante também para nós mantermos o chat como um local de torcida e celebração. Apenas com mensagens positivas e de apoio, tudo bem? Sem mensagens ofensivas, porque isso não combina nada com o Your Voice, ok? Enquanto nós estávamos com os participantes aqui no backstage, nós realizamos um sorteio na frente deles para definir a ordem de apresentação de cada categoria. Então, estamos colocando essa ordem no chat para que todos possam acompanhar. Se acontecer da conexão de algum participante falhar ou cair durante a apresentação, seguiremos com as próximas apresentações. No entanto, enquanto o bloco de apresentações estiver em andamento, nós daremos novas oportunidades para que o participante restabeleça a conexão e se apresente novamente, tudo bem? A duração estipulada para os discursos da categoria E é de 2 minutos para cada candidato. Levando em conta a margem de tolerância, os candidatos dessa categoria precisam apresentar um discurso que dure entre 1 minuto e 30 segundos e 2 minutos e 30 segundos. Nossa timekeeper, a Vanessa, fará soar um aviso sonoro, como esse, assim que o candidato atingir 1 minuto e 30 segundos, e depois novamente quando ele atingir 2 minutos, e uma última vez se o candidato atingir 2 minutos e 30 segundos. O candidato que terminar o seu discurso antes de 1 minuto e 30 ou depois de 2 minutos e 30, ele pode ser penalizado. Após o término da apresentação, os candidatos respondem às perguntas eles respondem às perguntas e cada categoria possui uma regra específica quanto a isso. Então, no caso da categoria E, os candidatos responderão a 2 perguntas que serão feitas pelas nossas juradas, tudo bem? Bom, falei demais, então vamos começar agora as apresentações da categoria E, e na sequência teremos as apresentações da categoria F, tá bom? Então, antes de iniciar as apresentações da categoria F, eu lembro vocês sobre os detalhes da categoria, tudo bem? Vamos começar então, pessoal. Muito obrigado a todos e bom evento. Então, seguindo a nossa ordem de apresentação, chamo ao palco nossa primeira candidata, Marcela Miho Takeyoshi. Oi, Marcela, tudo bem? Acho. Tá conseguindo me ouvir? Perfeito. Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar o seu discurso.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Marcela, and I will start with a question. If today were the last day of your life, would you want to do what you are about to do today? This is what Steve Jobs said once, and my answer is yes. I would live with intensity any second I have. Sometimes we don't give importance for what we do every day, and this is a mistake, because we don't know when we will die. Another phrase is, the beautiful thing about learning is nobody can take it away from you. And I really agree with this phrase because learning isn't something material that people can take it away from you. Have you noted how much you would miss the bath that you take every day if there were no more water in your house? Or the dinner that you have every evening? So think about it. Life would be difficult without the simple things you do every day. Learning never exhausts the mind. Do you agree with it? Some people would say yes, and some people would say no. And why do they have different answers? What's your opinion? My opinion is study as people would say yes, but who don't study a lot would say no. Because one thing they don't know is how learning and studying are important. Live, play, learn, study. Life is given by God only once, so you have to enjoy any moment as it were the last time. Learn because there are 50 things to discover in the universe. Live intensely because you never know what the future holds. Play, take advantage of any opportunities to expand your wingspan. Because in the future, you can regret not having done so. Thanks.
Muito obrigado, Marcela. Então, agora gostaria de chamar ao palco nossas juradas Moara e Lauren para as 2 perguntas.
Hi, Marcela. Good evening.
Hi.
My question is, what would you do if today was your last day?
Thanks for the question. If today were the last day of my life, I would see my family and friends for the last time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Marcela. What is one plan that you have for the near future that is important to you?
For me is to enter in a good university.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado pelo discurso, Marcela. Obrigado pelas perguntas juradas. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, gostaria de chamar ao palco nossa segunda candidata, Yasmin Bernardino Godoy. Oi, Yasmin, tudo bem?
Oi, tudo bem? Vocês conseguem me ouvir?
Conseguimos sim. Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar.
Obrigado. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yasmin. I am 14 years old. And before starting my speech, I want to ask you one thing. Do you want to be alive or you want to live? I know, that's a bit intensive, right? But that's exactly why I wanted to ask it. Because life is intensive. And we need to understand that these kinds of questions should be normalized. So people don't waste time thinking about what people say about you or how to be happy when the answer is so simple. Just live. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi said this phrase on your deathbed to show people how beautiful life could be if we took advantage of it. So don't waste time thinking about what people might say about you. Learn from your biggest mistakes. For me, birth, death, and a simple clock are all connected. Do you want to know why? Because when we are born, it's like a clock that starts ticking, counting down the time until our death. And it's normal to when we start to grow up. We got scared of it. That's totally normal. But the problem is that many people take the batteries out of the clock before it even stops. Everybody wants to live, but anyone wants to learn. One of our biggest mistakes is thinking that our problems are things to be sad about, when in fact is what make us human. They are what make a person grateful, loving, captivating. They are what make a person incredible. They are what make us us. Thank you guys for listening. And as the Dead Poet Society would say, carpe diem.
Obrigado, Yasmin. Gostaria de então chamar ao palco novamente nossas juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Yasmin.
Hi.
Good evening. Hi.
Good evening.
Yasmin, in your experience, is it easy or difficult for you to live in the present?
For me, it's really difficult to live in the present because we need to understand that to live is to presentiate all the moments. And that will not be easy every time, but we need to try to make it easy. That will not be easy for the first time you try, but at the most parts that you try more times, it becomes more easy to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Yasmin.
Hi.
In your speech, you mentioned the importance of being happy. What is one activity that makes you really happy?
Best time with my friends and family, definitely. I love my family with my own soul. So best time with them, it's like being the happiest person ever. Best time with my friends going to parks or just talking. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Muito obrigado, Yasmin, pelo seu discurso. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, gostaria de chamar ao palco do Your Voice o candidato Leon Ferreira Fernandes.
Oi,
Oi, Leon, tudo bem?
oi.
A gente não está conseguindo te ver.
Vocês não estão conseguindo me ver?
Não, eu consigo te ouvir, mas a tela está preta.
Agora. Vamos ver.
Agora foi. Leon, o palco do Your Voice é seu.
Yuri, my name is Leon Ferreira Fernandes, and I'm here today to do my 2025 Your Voice speech. I did probably a 5-minute research on this quote, and I repeat to you, a 5-minute research. And I saw this quote attributed to at least 3 different people. And the quote said the following: learn as if you were to live forever, live as if you were to die tomorrow, and learn as if you were to live forever. If I were to die tomorrow, what would I do? And I answer you, I would probably throw a big party with everyone I like and love. And maybe, if I have time, I would skydive or do something crazy like that. But there is the other side of the coin, or the quote in this case. Learn as if we were to live forever. Well, if we take this on the literal side, if I were to live forever, I would keep on learning. Because, well, with learning there comes knowledge. And with knowledge there comes the solution to almost every problem. Do you want to solve world hunger? Learn. Do you want to achieve world peace? Learn. So, yes. So, to sum this up, if I were to die tomorrow, I would spend time with my loved ones, and maybe, just maybe, skydive if I have time. And if I were to live on forever, I would keep on learning to make life not as boring. But yes, I have joked a lot, but truth simple. Spend time with the ones that you love and learn and until the day you die. Uh, Thank you for listening. Farewell.
Obrigado, Leon. Gostaria de chamar novamente ao palco do Your Voice as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Leon.
I
Hi. In your speech, you said that knowledge is very important. Nowadays, what kind of knowledge do you think people should learn?
I think you should seek the knowledge of technology, of robots, of programming, because, well, it's very important, it's very useful because, well, one day most of our like manual jobs, like chores, cleaning, would be switched by robots. So I think it's important to learn about programming.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, Leon. One thing you mentioned was about the importance of spending time with your family. How do you like to spend time with your family?
I really like going to restaurants because not only for the only because well, one wonderful restaurant is the first you can like talk to them from to from and I found that I don't buy, but I really and I like to play games like a board game. So I think
Thank you very much.
Obrigado, Leon, pelo seu discurso. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, gostaria de chamar ao palco a candidata Luísa Peixoto Abeleira.
Hello.
Hello, Luísa, o palco do Your Voice é seu.
You can hear me?
Conseguimos sim.
Okay. Hi, my name is Luisa and I'm from Colégio Jordano Bruno. I am on the 9th grade. Well, when I first read The Cute by Gandhi, it sounded simple. But living by it, it's so much harder than it looks, especially for a teenager who is still figuring things out. In English class, I thought, of course we have to live with intensity and be more curious about life. But then I asked myself if I was really living that way, and what kind of life the Luisa of futuro, the future, remember with pride. Then I realized it is the present me who has to evaluate my choice. Many days feel the same. I go to school, do my chores, then I come back and scroll my phone for hours, not thinking, no reflection, just in autopilot mode. And yet, life is so rare. Well, but I think that I am nostalgic and an anxious person. And I forget that the present is like a small boat and that I'm the one rowing and that I must enjoy each wave I am. And without being worried about the past or the future. And we say, tomorrow I will change. But can we be sure there will be a tomorrow? And we can't control everything in life, but we can choose to be present and to learn, to feel, and to live with more conscience. Each day is a new chance to live deeply, to grow, and to build the future we dream of. And so let's stop waiting for the right moment and for the right moment to live, because this moment it's right now we are in, and is already happening. So let's live, and tomorrow, no, today, live for our past, present, and future, for us.
Obrigado, Luísa. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Luisa.
Hi.
Thank you for your speech. You talked about the importance of living the present and living the right moment or moments. Can you give an example in your life in which you really, really lived the present moment?
Yes, the Coldplay's concert. It's a very important band for my life, and for me, I have a story with this band, and like I really appreciate the moment and like live, yeah, live and really appreciate the concert. Just thinking about the concert and what I was living. No, not in the future or in the past or in my things I have to do. Just living and singing, and I think this and other moments. It's when my nephew born, because I was 2 months ago. I was just like there, and like seeing your face, and this brings me to too much happiness, and it was wonderful.
Thank you.
Hi, Louisa.
Hi.
You mentioned about having dreams and working towards them now. How important is it, do you think it is, for people to have big dreams in life?
Because this stimulate like the person to learn and to like live with more intensity, and uh, appreciate more the opportunities that life brings to us. So like if you have an opportunity, you can catch this and live with intensity, like your voice, and like just uh, bring your point of view and live like being present.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Luísa. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, chamo agora ao palco do Your Voice nossa candidata Nicole Yuha Satomi. Oi, Nicole, tudo bem?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar.
Thank you. Hello, guys. My name is Nicole, and today I will tell you about my perspective about the God's message. So, to imagine that tomorrow could be the last day of your lives is scary but also reflexive. Thinking about what we will do in our last 24 hours make us question life's sense and see how the present is too precious to be wasted. At the same time, even if life has an end, we don't need to live in a hurry because the knowledge never runs out and always will have something new to discover. In the movie 13 Going on 30, we see how the teenager Jenna wants to grow up fast, believing that when achieving adult life, would have every answer, would have control over everything, would have everything fine. But although when seeing herself in adult life with 30 years old, she realized that she lost many learnings and valuable moments of her youth. So she learned that we can control life and that life is the future is unpredictable and the only thing we have to sure is death, that we all everyone is going to die one day. So we need to appreciate every little moment as if it were the last. In Vienna, the music Vienna by Billy Joel complements these reflections. In deep verse like "Slow down, you crazy child, and you can get what you want, or you can just get old." Joe's addresses that there's no need, there's no rush to, and that there is time to learn, to grow up and appreciate the time.
Obrigado, Nicole. Então, chamar ao palco novamente as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Good evening, Nicole.
Hello.
Hello. In your speech, you talked about the film in which the teenager becomes an adult. Yes?
Yes.
I would like to know, in your opinion, what are the good aspects of being a teenager?
When you are a teenager, we don't need to work, for example, and we don't have so many responsibilities than an adult. So we can hang out with your friends, we can enjoy life better than an adult because we have more time to hang out, really.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Thank you for your speech. You mentioned about we have plenty of time to learn new things. What is one thing that you would like to learn in the future?
I would like to learn more to appreciate my present, my little moments with my friends, for example, because sometimes I am worried, so much worried about my future, about my studies. So, for example, this week I was very tired, but at the school my friends made me laugh, and this makes my day because this make life better, gets better, and this is so important to learn to how appreciate and how to appreciate the little moments of life to enjoy her.
Thank you very much.
Muito obrigada pelo seu discurso, Nicole. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, chamo agora ao palco do Your Voice a candidata Bruna Dallápria Comino. Oi, Bruna.
Hi,
Tudo bem?
tudo.
O palco
Can
do
you
Your
hear me?
Voice é seu. Yes.
Hi, I'm Bruna. I'm 14 years old and I go to João 23 School. Today I'm going to talk about Mahatma Gandhi's quote, live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever. This quote is very present in many people's lives and at different moments of the day. There are many situations which this quote could be related to. For example, every time I go out with my friends, I feel so grateful for having them that I want to enjoy every little second by their side, enjoying and living as if I were to die tomorrow. Or when I'm in a family get together and someone makes a special toast expressing how much we're important, which reminds everyone of the family to live fully and enjoy it with the people who they love as if they were to die the next day. Have you ever gone through a situation like that? What's your favorite moment with your family or friends? Moreover, this quote really reminds me of the song Forever Young by Bob Dylan. This song is very nostalgic and melancholic, but also brings a bittersweet feeling when you hear it. The connection between the quote and the song takes place in the beauty of living the present intensely, but also in preparing for the future and cultivating knowledge. The lyrics mention there were so many things we forgot to do while we were young, especially learning things. And when we get older and look back to the past, we regret not having done these things. And you, are there anything you regret not having done when you were younger? Well, we could keep talking about it for the whole day because even though Gandhi's quote was said a long time ago, it is still present in people's lives. Whenever we listen to songs, write quotes, read quotes, even when we talk about it with family and friends, it's present in our lives. And you, have you ever reflected on the message of this quote? If not, you should really try it. It's worth it and it can give food for thought. That's all.
Obrigado, Bruna. Gostaria então de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Good evening, Bruna.
Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you for your speech.
My pleasure.
You talked about things that we need to prepare for the future. What do you want to get prepared? What kind of abilities?
I think growing up, comes with a lot of responsibilities. Like as a teenager, I'm so scared of the adult life. Like, there are so many responsibilities and university, like, there are so much pressure on teenagers to choose what we're gonna do, and like in general everything. I think in the future, um, I want to be prepared for all the hard moments, like ENEM, university, people talking about me. Like, I want to learn how to deal with it. And I hope that when I'm an adult, I'm prepared to um, go in front, like, of all of my problems.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Bruna. Thank you for your speech. Bruna, you mentioned the song Forever Young. How do you think people can maintain their youth, stay forever young, even as they grow older?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is it okay?
Can you repeat, please?
Sure. You mentioned the song Forever Young.
Mhm.
How do you think people can stay young even as they grow older?
There are many people, like adults, that have the mentality of a teenager, a child. And I think it's very important to, like, have the mentality of your age. Like, you don't need to have the mentality of an adult as a teenager, and you don't have to have a teenager mentality when you're an adult. And there are many people who do it, and I think that that's so bad, because you have to live the moment. You have to, like, when I'm a teenager, I need to think like a teenager and act like a teenager. I don't have to grow up before my time. And people who are adults and think like a teenager are real losers, because they went through so much things in life, and it feels like they learn nothing, like, because they're thinking like a teenager. So I think that you don't have to do that.
Thank you very much.
Muito obrigado pelo discurso, Bruna. Então, dando continuidade às nossas apresentações, chamo agora ao palco a candidata Bárbara Macedo Saad. Oi, Bárbara, tudo bem?
Dá para me ouvir certinho?
Dá sim. Sinta-se à
Tá bom.
vontade para iniciar o discurso.
Obrigada. Hello, my name is Barbara Saad. I'm 15 years old, and I'm going to talk about the inspiring sentence, live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. So we'll begin. Seize today and trust tomorrow as little as possible is the literal translation of the Latin phrase by the Latin poet Horace. It's an expression that says a lot by itself, but at the same time, it also has a deep meaning to ponder. I would say it's a suggestion for us to slow down a bit and stop thinking about tomorrow without realizing that today is passing by us faster and faster, and that we should enjoy the present by focusing on what we are doing now, how we're feeling now, and who we want to be near to us at this moment. John Lennon once said, "Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans," and this extremely sentimental line demonstrates how we are often so busy making the perfect future, planning about it, that we forget to appreciate the world around us. And I think we plan our entire lives like a game, only progressing to the levels to get the final rewards and conclude the history that was very enjoyed. But in fact, instead of thinking about the rewards, we should explore each stage as much as possible, learning from experiences and people that you met or will meet along the way. What I mean by that is that you don't have to acquire knowledge only by focusing on your own experiences, because knowing other people's histories is essential for you to know who you really are. So let's hold on tight each opportunity to be discovered in this whole world and enjoy every step, no matter how long or short it may be, before we are forced to jump to the next without even knowing nothing about the previous one. That's it. Thank you.
Obrigado, Bárbara. Então, gostaria de chamar novamente as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello.
Hi. You talked about the importance of the journey
Yes.
in opposition to the rewards or the other things. So
Yes.
in your journey right now, what are the good aspects that you see and that you appreciate?
I think I appreciate most of all spend time with the people that I love, like my family and my friends. But I also appreciate have a good future, like thinking about the college. But I don't want to all thinking about the college and my future job and my future adult life. I also want to enjoy the teenage life, and I think that's my purpose of life. Just enjoy the time I'm in right now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Barbara. Thank you for your
Hello.
speech. You mentioned about meeting new people.
Yes.
I'd like to know, how important is it to you to meet new people?
I think when you meet someone that has purpose of life, and the people tell you their purpose of life, you can think, oh, I don't want to follow this purpose, or no, I don't want to have this life. Or you may think like, oh, I want to be my future just like this person. So having other people experience and having know your purpose of life will make your identity, will you know who you are, like you know what you want or what you don't want to your life, to your future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Bárbara. Então, agora, chamar ao palco do Your Voice o nosso último candidato da categoria E, o Pedro Henrique Menezes Bueno.
Hello,
Oi,
can you
Pedro.
hear me? Hello,
Yes.
good evening.
O palco do Your Voice é seu.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Pedro Henrique Menezes. I'm 14 years old and I go to Colégio 23. Today, I'll present my quote my speech about the quote by Mahatma Gandhi: "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever," and present what I understand about it and my personal experiences related to the topic. After reflecting on this quote, I started remembering some conversations I used to have with some friends late at night when, while we were playing Minecraft together, we were talking about how life is short and we need to make the most of it. Have you ever had a conversation like this? Talking about this topic, I started to remember to a musical called Epic the Musical, which for me has a lot to do with the quote in some parts. For example, in the song Open Arms, the character Politis tries to make his best friend Odysseus starting to look at life more lightly, and as the song says, greet it with open arms, which for me has a lot to do with the topic, since in order to enjoy life, I think we can't just keep seeing the dark side of it, but rather start watching its bright side. Another example that came to my mind when I was thinking about this quote was the new Superman film. Throughout the movie, Superman shows that we should be kind. At first, it may not seem related with Gandhi's quote, but I think it is because Gandhi suggests that life should be lived with meaning. And I think Superman teaches that kindness is one of the best way to do that, do you know? Sometimes I find myself thinking about how can I improve people's days just with my action. And in general, I think Gandhi's quote is very important to be thought about since new experiences promote a better life. But how about you? Have you ever thought about how you can improve your life learning and living at the fullest? And it's that.
Obrigado, Pedro. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco nossas juradas, Moara e Lauren, para as duas perguntas.
Hi, Pedro.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. In your speech, you talked about meaning, the importance of having meaning in our life. And my question is, how do you put meaning into your life?
This is a very good question that I question myself every day because I think it's very important to have meaning in our lives. And I think the meaning of my life it's help people because in the future I want to be a doctor and save people life, help people to be good. And every time I try to improve people's day with small actions like just a good morning or a good afternoon, I think this is very good because you improve people's day just with a small action that you can do in like a couple of seconds, do you know? So I think you can improve people's day just with your small actions. And I try every day to have this meaning of life to like help people and improve the people's life. So I think is that. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Pedro.
Okay.
Hi there,
My
Pedro.
pleasure.
Thank you
Hello.
for your speech.
Thank you.
In your speech, you mentioned having new experiences. I'd like to know one experience that has had an impact on you.
Okay, I think when I experienced that had impact in me related to my speech was when I was talking to my best friend, and she talked to me that she was very sad. He was very sad. So I felt that I can be a good listener to her, like. I can uh, I can listen to her and listen he and try to improve the day and improve uh, my mood of my friend. Just listen and being a safe place to my friend get things off his chest. And I think this is very important because like being a friend is for me is that being a friend is you listen and you uh, be a safe place to your friend. And this is very important. I think this it's a very important thing to me that it's a lesson to me, you know. So it's that.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Muito obrigado, Pedro, pelo seu discurso. Então, parabéns, pessoal. Adorei ouvir todos vocês. Tenho certeza que nossa plateia também. Vocês já são grandes vencedores por terem se superado, se preparado e chegado até aqui hoje, tá bom? Antes de iniciar as apresentações da categoria F, nós faremos um rápido intervalo, tá? Para que nossas juradas possam organizar suas avaliações sobre a categoria E e também tomarem uma água. O resultado da categoria E, lembrando, será anunciado somente ao término do evento, junto com o resultado da categoria F, ok? Então, pessoal, retornamos daqui 10 minutinhos com a categoria F. Não saiam daqui da tela, ok? Até já já. Voltamos, pessoal, e daremos início agora às apresentações da categoria F. Somente ao término das apresentações da categoria F, o nosso júri sairá para a deliberação e então retornaremos com o resultado das duas categorias de uma só vez, ok? A duração estipulada para os discursos da categoria F é de 2 minutos para cada candidato. Levando em conta a margem de tolerância, os candidatos dessa categoria precisam apresentar um discurso que dure entre 1 minuto e 30 segundos e 2 minutos e 30 segundos. A nossa timekeeper Vanessa fará soar um aviso sonoro como esse. Quando o candidato atingir 1 minuto e 30 segundos, depois novamente quando ele atingir 2 minutos e uma última vez se o candidato atingir 2 minutos e 30 segundos. O candidato que terminar o seu discurso antes de 1 minuto e 30 segundos ou depois de 2 minutos e 30, ele pode ser penalizado por isso, ok? Após o término da apresentação, os candidatos da categoria F responderão a 2 perguntas feitas pelas nossas juradas. Então, vamos lá, pessoal? Seguindo a ordem do nosso sorteio, nosso primeiro candidato da categoria F é a candidata Letícia Spinelis Gonçalves dos Santos. Oi, Letícia, tudo bem?
Oi,
Agora,
consegue
tá
me
me
ouvir?
ouvindo? Eu
Tá bom.
consigo te ouvir, mas tá com um pouquinho de delay. Está me
Tô
ouvindo?
sim,
Acho que tá um pouquinho atrasado.
tô sim.
Ok, então pode iniciar o seu discurso.
Hello, my name is Letícia Spinellis. I'm 17, and today I'm going to talk about how mistakes help us to learn. Have you ever wanted to give up on learning new things because you made a mistake? I'm here to tell you the truth. You'll never truly learn without your faults. When people commit a mistake, they usually think, I'm not good enough at this and I will never get out of this problem. But looking by another perspective, you realize that once you made a mistake, next time you have sure what not to do. And if you know what is wrong, you're closer to know what is right. Moreover, knowledge don't came from success, came from your failures. You want to learn, right? So you need to try. And if you try, something can go wrong. But if things go wrong, you learned twice, or even more, because now you're going to understand how to do it right. And besides that, you active resilience, focus, patience, and the most important, self growth. You know what really makes you successful? Turning mistakes into ways to active knowledge, analyzing and learning how to correct them. You don't have to stop. You need to try harder, go confident, and determined to learn. The quote is, if your mistake is inevitable, use it as a way to your knowledge. Your mistake can be your best ally or your worst enemy. It's up to you. But in both cases, it's a way to achieve your goals. Thanks for your attention.
Obrigado, Letícia. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as 2 perguntas.
Hi, Letícia. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Us, a moment in which you made a mistake or you either failed at something that helped you grow.
I think last year I started to enjoy taking volleyball classes, and I was really bad at this. So every time that I failed in a game, I always felt like, oh, next time I'll try harder and I will try by other way. I would do like other way. So this really helped me because I love sports. So I didn't want it to give up. So I realized that I needed to try harder.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your question.
Hi, Leticia. Thank you for your
Hello.
speech. You mentioned self growth in your speech. What is one way in which you have grown in the last couple of years?
Um, I think like literally with myself, I think kind of learning how to deal with mistakes, especially like we're talking about this, learning like to not blame myself, to like stay like with my mind focus on what I really want and not in the failure. So I think it's very important to not blame yourself, to grow like at this point.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for your
much.
question.
Muito obrigado, Letícia, pelo seu discurso. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação da categoria F, gostaria de chamar ao palco o candidato Micael de Oliveira Mineiro. Oi, Micael, tudo bem?
Oi, tudo? Dá para me ouvir bem?
Dá sim, sinta-se à vontade para iniciar.
Well, my name is Mikael de Oliveira Mineiro. I'm 16, and the first thing that came to my mind when I've read that phrase was such a mix of beautiful ideas that make a completely new one that you can adopt to your life. You need to appreciate every day as if you're your last. If you understand how powerful that phrase is, you're gonna start to live in the right way. Start thinking about your little things first, like the flowers blooming, the birds singing. After, you start to appreciate every conversation with the people love. That's a speech that we hear so much, but it's really incredible when it starts. So if in a world where all of us are great people, just begin to be one. That's gonna change your way of your life. The second part just ends the idea in the best way possible. You study as you were to live forever. Learning and the search for it make us better people because if you wake up every day with the idea of learning something new, you're gonna learn something every time and you're gonna be open-minded for everyone. That journey of searching and new ideas will make you feel fresh and young. That's the real secret to live forever. Know that you always have something new to learn. For the end of my speech, I would say another phrase that matches so well with the central idea. Cogito ergo sum. I for I am. You only know you are truly living when you realize you are learning. That's it. Thank you.
Obrigado, Micael. Agora gostaria então de chamar novamente ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren.
Hi, Mikael.
Hi.
Hi. Can you give some examples of something that you learned recently?
Yes. This week, more specifically on I think Monday. Monday, I was learning how to play flute because now I'm more in the music moment. So I'm learning how to play guitar and so many instruments. So on Monday, I was trying to play flute, and I've learned how to play asa branca and Lua do Sertão in flute. So that's it.
Thank you, Mikael.
Thank you.
Hi, Mikhail. Thank you for your
Hi.
speech.
Thank you.
I'd like to know who is one person that has had a big impact on your learning and your growth so far in life?
I think Did I think it is my parents, both of them, because it is too important to uh, the parents help the kids with the idea of always study, press attention on the class, continue studying because you're gonna have a better future. So that idea of continuing studying, always try to learn something new, stop and start to read a book, or just start to write something. That idea of the way to learn, it's something that I received from my parents. It is so important for me that presence of both in this case.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Obrigado pelo discurso, Micael. Obrigado pelas perguntas, juradas. Então, agora gostaria de chamar ao palco a candidata Manuela Cotrim Andrade de Souza. Oi, Manuela, tudo bem?
Olá, tudo bem? Você consegue me ouvir?
Consigo sim, sinta-se à vontade para iniciar.
Okay. Hello, my name is Manuela. I'm 15 years old, and today I would like to reflect on the quote, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever." This message invites us to think deeply about the way we live and the way we learn. When we talk about life, we must remember that our time here is limited. No one knows exactly when it will end, and that is why we must cherish each moment. Everyone hope one day to to everyone has dreams they hope to achieve one day, and life becomes meaningful when we pursue them. People often say life is short, and truly is. That is why we must appreciate every single moment, treating it as if it were the last, making it unique and unforgettable. Moments do not come back. Time does not stop. Yesterday has already passed, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. What we truly have is today. Therefore, we must learn as much as we can, carrying knowledge with us throughout our entire lives. However, living well also means finding balance. The key to life lies in knowing how to enjoy the present without neglecting responsibility. Living intensely is not the same as living recklessly. If we are careless, we must risk our most precious gift, which is life itself. Knowledge is never wasted. It shapes us, guides us, and teaches us how to value what truly matters. By learning constantly, we gain the wisdom to prioritize what is essential and to live with purpose.
Obrigado, Manuela. Então, para as duas perguntas, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren novamente.
Hi, Manuela.
Hello.
Hi. What do you do in your life in order to balance responsibility but also cherish the good moments?
For me, you have to be organized and to know exactly when the specific moment when you have to separate the both of things. So when you have to be responsible about study and responsibilities, and then when you cherish the life with sharing moments with your friends or family, and you have to separate and to be organized.
Thank you.
Hi, Manuela.
Hello.
You talked about purpose in life, and I would like to know, what is one thing that gives you purpose in your life?
For me, purpose is I want to have a target when you go in a direction that you want to do something that is important, that you have you invest in this, and when you like so much what are you doing, when you enjoy the life, purpose for me is it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Manuela.
Obrigada.
Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação de hoje, gostaria de chamar ao palco a candidata Letícia Pires Dutra Judiz. Oi, Letícia, tudo bem? Eu não consigo te ouvir. Ainda não. Ainda não. Tá mudo. Vamos fazer assim. Tenta pedir ajuda pro pessoal do backstage para eles ajudarem a arrumar seu áudio. Aí a gente segue as apresentações e eu te chamo novamente no final, tá bom? Perfeito. Então, seguindo para nossa próxima candidata, gostaria de chamar ao palco agora a candidata Priscila Monteiro do Nascimento. Oi,
Hi.
Priscila, tudo bem?
Hello.
Hello. Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar o seu discurso.
Thank you. So, hi everyone. If tomorrow were your last day, would you do what you always dreamed of? Or would you realize that you left the essential for later? We live many of our days on autopilot. We go through the hours without noticing the details, and each detail is a gift. That's what Gandhi reminded us of when he said, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. For me, this sentence means balance. Balance between enjoy the now and invest in the future. I learned this in a painful way. I lost a very close friend, someone who was by my side every day. But our conversations were always about work, always about problems. There was never time to laugh, to have fun. When he passed away, I realized I should have enjoyed it more. It was hard, but it was also a call. Life doesn't wait because life is like a river. The current doesn't stop, it carries us. That's why we need to live the moment. But at every turn, at every waterfall, the rivers show us a new landscape, a new lesson. To live is to sail. To learn is to let ourselves be shaped by the waters. So I ask you, are we really living or just letting the days go by? Are we learning something new or only repeating what we are told? Gandhi's legacy invites us to live with intensity and learn with humility. Maybe this philosophy won't give us eternity, but it will give us something even more precious eternal moments. Thank you.
Obrigado, Priscila. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco novamente as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Priscilla, good evening.
Good evening.
What is an eternal moment in your life that you can share with us?
It means that some moments are strong or meaningful, that the way stay in our hearts forever, even when they're gone. Eternal moments, it's about how deeply we live it.
Thank you.
Hi, Priscilla. Thank
Hi.
you for your speech. In your speech, you mentioned about investing in our future. What is one way that you are currently investing in your future?
Well, I think I'm investing in my future, learning every day with every person I share moments, a meal, a walk, a smart conversation. That this for me is investing in my future, and that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Priscila. Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, gostaria de chamar ao palco nossa próxima candidata, a Nina Cordeiro de Luca Raimundo. Oi, Nina, tudo bem? Nina, eu não consigo te ouvir. Ok.
Oi.
Ah, agora foi. Probleminhas do ao vivo. Mas agora tá dando pra te ouvir certinho. Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar, tá bom?
Hi, my name is Nina, and today I'm going to talk about a famous quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about the first part, live as if you were to die tomorrow. So, I think that when Mahatma Gandhi says this part, I think that he means that our life has a time limit and we will not live forever. So, I think that we many times we postpone our dreams and some things that we want to do or some things that we want to say and all of these things. And I think that we should always enjoy our moments of our lives. Spend time with your family and friends because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow, if today is like our last day or something. So I think that we should enjoy all of this time. And that's why I think that we should value the present. We should not be like thinking about the future a lot because it's made us being like some like confusing about the things that in our lives. So I think that we should enjoy the present with people that we love and things. So the second part, learn as if you were to live forever. I think that this part shows us the importance of learning. I think that like there's always new things to happen in the world, and I think that we should always stay learning about everything that is happening because we would never know everything, and I think that there's always new things being discovered in the world. So I think that we should never stop learning. That's it.
Obrigado, Nina. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Nina. Good evening. Hi. Do you usually postpone things in your life? And if so, what kind of things do you usually postpone?
Sometimes I do. I think mostly in my life I postpone like saying something, for example, with someone that I got mad, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk with her like next week. But as I said, we don't know if we're gonna be here next week. So I think that we shouldn't postpone everything because um, I think that we will not get the same opportunities that we have today.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hi, Nina. Thank you for the speech. In your speech, you mentioned about keeping up with what's happening in the world. How do you keep up and learn about what's going on in the world?
I think that mostly the people in my age keep like up with the news with like the internet, the social medias like TikTok and things like that. But people like older, I think they like watch the news and everything. But for me, I do the two of these points. I sometimes I watch the news and sometimes I
Acho que a Nina travou no final. Vamos ver se ela volta. Tá me ouvindo, Nina?
tô.
Você travou no finalzinho da sua resposta. Se você puder falar ela novamente, por favor.
Tá. I think that most people in my age keep up with the news with like social media, like TikTok and Instagram. But people like older than me, I think they see like the news and everything. And like I, that's it. I in my me my person I see like the both of these points. I see the news and the social media, but I prefer to see the social media. It's more easy, I think.
Thank you very much.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Nina. Então, agora eu gostaria de chamar novamente no palco a candidata Letícia Pires Dutra Judice. Letícia, tá por aí?
Oi, tô.
Ah, agora
Oi,
que eu tô
consegue me
conseguindo te
ouvir?
ouvir. Agora tá certinho. O palco do Your Voice é seu, Letícia.
Tá bom. Hello, everyone. My name is Leticia. I'm 14 years old. I'm from Angra dos Reis, Rio de Janeiro, and today I'll talk about a famous quote attributed to Mahatma Gandhi: live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. The first part, live as if you were to die tomorrow, reminds us about the value of the present moment. Life is fragile and unpredictable, so we shouldn't waste time holding grudges, postponing dreams, or waiting for the right moment. Instead, we should spend our time expressing love to people around us, showing gratitude, and appreciating the small things. The second part, learn as if you were to live forever, teaches us that knowledge is endless and growth never stops. So, learning is not only about school, learning is about curiosity, mistakes, lessons, and experiences that truly shape who we are. By keeping an open mind, we continue to evolve no matter our age. Together, these two ideas create a balance that we should live with passion and intensity, but also with humility and a willingness to keep learning. So, I experienced this in my Portuguese classes. My teacher once told me that I would never manage past exams. I felt truly sad, but I promised myself that I would prove him wrong. So, for 2 semesters, I tried, but I followed. But on the third semester, when I was almost ready to give up, I finally succeeded. So, for some people, this might not sound like a big deal, but for me, it was really important because it showed me that living fully also means never giving up, and learning is a journey that lasts forever. Thank you.
Obrigado, Letícia. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as perguntas.
Hi, Leticia. Thank you for your
Good
speech.
evening.
Good evening. For you, is it easy to strike a balance?
Being honest with you, for me, is not easy because I'm always trying to live fully, but without stop learning. But when I'm living fully, I just don't care about my learning process. So I'm trying to live fully and learn in this process. Like when I made a mistake, I learn with my mistake, and I try to balance these two ideas because I think that they walk side by side.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for the question.
Hi, Leticia. Thank you for your speech. So you talked about showing love and appreciation to the people around you. How do you show love and appreciation to the people in your life?
So that's a good question. I think that my language of love is quality time. So I love to spend time with my friends, my family, especially with my grandparents, because for me they are special because they are older than me and very, very old. So I think that when I'm spending time with them, I'm showing my love to them, like talking and laughing with them. For me, this is so important because I'm trying to show who I am to them, right?
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the question.
Muito obrigado, Letícia, pelo seu
Obrigada,
discurso.
eu.
Então, seguindo nossa ordem de apresentação, gostaria de chamar ao palco a candidata Thaís Horst de Brito. Oi, Thaís, tudo bem?
Oi, tudo ótimo.
Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar o seu discurso.
Muito obrigada. Hello, I'm Thaís Rocha Brito. I'm 15 years old, and this is my speech. Life is a gift which must be enjoyed in the best way possible. Carpe diem. In Latin, it means seize the day. It's an invitation from the Roman poet Horace to take full advantage of present opportunities, living the present intensely, appreciating every moment, and not worrying excessively about the future or past. Well, we are on this vast planet full of opportunities for once. The best we can do is to enjoy ourselves to the maximum. Like Ted Mosby would say in How I Met Your Mother sitcom. Because sometimes, even if you know how something's gonna end, it doesn't mean you can enjoy the ride. That being by doing simple things, such as reading a book, watching a movie, to even hanging out with friends and or family. traveling, going to a concert. Don't miss out on enjoying life because of shame or fear of what people might think. Take risks, try new things, say things you've always wanted to say to others, but didn't because you never had the courage to say it out loud. Because in reality, 5 years from now, or even less, no one will remember, and you'll have an amazing story to tell or a valuable life lesson. And when an unpleasant situation happens, and I guarantee you it will, or you make a wrong decision, don't be attached to the past or being pessimist. Learn with your mistakes to do right next time. Only this way you'll be able to become a better human being. Each one of us is capable of modifying and to develop ourselves through making efforts and experiences. Another way to live your life, in the best way you can, is to be curious. Because the true potential of a person is unknown and impossible to be truly known. We never stop learning because knowledge is one of the best things humans can earn and use to be a good, happy person. After all, human beings never stop evolving. It is precisely this ability to learn every day that makes life so rich, intense, and worthwhile being lived fully. Because at the end of the day, living well is always learning and having the courage to turn each day into a legendary memory. Thank you.
Obrigado, Thaís. Então, gostaria de chamar para as duas perguntas as juradas Moara e Lauren.
Good evening, Thais.
Good evening.
My question for you is, are you the kind of person that takes risks?
I am. I like to embrace the whole journey in my life. I think I'm one of the most courageous person in my family, like that lives in my house. I like to try new food, like try new adventures. I'm always the one like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And also with my friends. I think it's very important for us and it brings happiness and closure.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Hi, Thais. Thank you for your speech.
Thank you.
What is something that really enriches your life?
I think love, mostly. Like love for my family, my friends, like the path they guiding me to. It's what is going to define me for the rest of my life. And it's building myself. So it's the most precious thing I can have and show to other people. And I think I have to leave this to others. And it's mostly what describes me because love is happiness and compassion. And I think that is it, nothing else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado, Thaís, pelo seu discurso. Obrigado, juradas, pelas perguntas. Então, agora gostaria de chamar ao palco nossa última candidata da categoria F, a candidata Manuela Clara Ribeiro Amaral. Oi, Manuela, tudo bem?
Oi, tudo sim.
Sinta-se à vontade para iniciar o seu discurso.
People usually admire success, but we don't always talk about the amount of failing and trying again that happens before someone really gets there. And honestly, that's what makes learning so meaningful. One example I really like is a baby learning how to walk. A baby doesn't walk in the first try. They fall a lot. But nobody see that as failure. Actually, we celebrate that. We celebrate every attempt because each falls mean they're getting closer to the first steps. And I don't think we are really different from that baby. As we grow up, our falls just change shapes. Sometimes it's a bad grade, it's starting something new and feeling kind of lost, or just a different moment in life. But every time we struggle, it's a sign that we are learning something important. The problem is that as we grow up, we start to fear making mistakes. We forget that mistakes are part of the process. They're not something bad or something to hide. They're something to use and learn from it. Life goes so fast, and we don't always have the time to do everything we want. But when it comes to learning, I don't think the journey does really have an ending. And there's always something new to understand, to try, or just to discover about ourselves and the world. At the end of the day, failing isn't failure, it's just a step closer to walking. Thank you.
Obrigado, Manuela. Então, gostaria de chamar ao palco as juradas Moara e Lauren para as duas perguntas.
In your speech, you said there is no success without failure. And my question is, can you give us an example of a situation in which you failed before you succeeded?
That's a great question. I think recently I started to cooking, and when you're cooking, you can make a lot of mistakes. And I was trying to do a mug chocolate cake, and I mixed some ingredients that doesn't work really well. And when I tried the first time, it basically exploded. So when I tried again, I was trying a new way that it wouldn't explode it again. So I think when you make mistakes, you can see what went wrong and try to learn it from it, so you can improve it. And I don't know, my cake was delicious, so I think that's a great example of how mistakes help us succeed in different areas.
Thank you, Manuela.
Hi, Manuela. Thank you for your speech. I'd like to know, what is one thing that keeps you motivated when you keep failing or keep falling down, as you mentioned?
I think the improvement that I can get after trying new things. So the cooking, for example, that I said, I can try new recipes. I can make new foods. I can create new things and amazing like cooking dishes. So I think this whole world of possibilities and opportunities that I have, even when the things doesn't work really well and I made a lot of mistakes, I think having this world of possibilities and infinities, I can try a lot of times more, even if the things doesn't work really well. So I think knowing that I can always try one more time, and having more opportunities with that and creating new things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado pelo seu discurso, Manuela. Obrigado pelas perguntas, juradas. Então, chegamos agora ao fim da categoria F, gente. E que incrível foi ouvir vocês. Parabéns a todos, tá bom? Vocês arrasaram demais hoje. Agora, vou liberar então nossas juradas para que elas possam deliberar aí sobre as duas categorias e decidir quem vai para a grande final, tá bom? Enquanto isso, eu vou repassar alguns detalhes importantes da competição com vocês. Lembrando que hoje serão anunciados 3 participantes por categoria que seguirão para a final, que será realizada no sábado, dia 29 de novembro. Esses 3 participantes se juntarão aos outros 3 participantes selecionados na outra semifinal, somando então 6 participantes por categoria na grande final, tá bom? Ao término da transmissão, teremos aquela oportunidade de uma devolutiva aos participantes que forem selecionados para a grande final. Então, quem quiser receber essa devolutiva dos finalistas, precisa ficar aqui com a gente até o anúncio dos resultados, ok? Quem não quiser receber essa devolutiva, não tem problema nenhum, mas ela será ofertada somente hoje ao término da sessão. Então, iremos considerar que quem não ficou aqui optou por não recebê-la, tudo bem? Todas as fases do concurso são online, então você poderá sempre acompanhar por aqui, da mesma forma que está ocorrendo hoje, tá? Todas as candidatas e candidatos que participaram do evento receberão um certificado de participação. Os certificados, eles serão enviados por e-mail para vocês, no mesmo e-mail pelo qual a gente já tem se comunicado. Às vezes, pode acontecer do nosso e-mail ir para o lixo eletrônico ou de ocorrer algum problema no envio. E se isso acabar acontecendo e você não recebeu o seu certificado até o dia 18 de novembro, entre em contato com a unidade onde você estuda ou através do nosso e-mail que consta no site do Your Voice, tudo bem? Aproveito também para lembrar vocês dos super prêmios que teremos na grande final. além de, obviamente, toda a bagagem cultural e linguística que vocês já têm adquirido ao participar do concurso. No dia 29 de novembro serão definidos o primeiro e segundo lugar de cada categoria. O primeiro lugar ganhará um vale-presente de R$ 1.000 e o segundo lugar levará um vale-presente de R$ 500. Muito bom, né, pessoal? Bom, nossas juradas elas ainda não voltaram, então a decisão não deve estar sendo nada fácil para elas. Enquanto elas terminam aí de deliberar, vamos então tomar uma água e fazer um rápido intervalo, pode ser? Vamos fazer assim, não precisam nem sair aqui da sala, tá bom? Já deixem tudo ligado aí e retornem assim, daqui 10 minutinhos, retornem aqui para a transmissão, pois assim que elas retornarem, eu já volto com o resultado para vocês, ok? Então, até já já, gente. Voltamos, pessoal, e já temos o grande resultado da noite. Então, vou convidar novamente nossas juradas aqui no palco, começando pela jurada Moara, que irá falar os finalistas da categoria e em seguida a jurada Lauren irá anunciar os finalistas da categoria F.
Obrigada, Demer. Boa noite a todos aí que estão ainda aqui nos acompanhando. Que eu queria trazer aqui bem rapidamente é agradecer pela participação e pela apresentação dos discursos de todos aqui nessa noite. É muito gratificante para nós ver como cada um de vocês desenvolveu esse tema e trouxe aí exemplos e ideias e imagens, né, bem diferentes, trazendo de fato aí a voz de cada um. É um privilégio poder estar aqui com vocês, acompanhando e participar desse momento, e também é algo difícil, porque precisamos tomar decisões que às vezes não são tão fáceis. Mas, enfim, chegamos a um veredito. Eu vou anunciar os 3 participantes desta noite que seguem para a final, e para a próxima etapa, e já agradeço novamente a participação de todos que estiveram aqui essa noite. Vou falar o nome dos 3, e só para deixar aqui claro que eu não vou falar em nenhuma ordem específica, né? Não é primeiro, segundo e terceiro lugar. De fato, os 3 aqui conquistaram o seu espaço aí na grande final. Então, vamos lá. Então, na categoria E, temos, seguindo para a final do Your Voice, participante Leon Ferreira Fernandes, Bruna Dallápria Comino e Pedro Henrique Menezes Bueno. Parabéns aos 3, boa sorte, continuem investindo e nos vemos na etapa final. Um beijo e um abraço a todos.
Olá, pessoal, tudo bem? Foi uma ótima experiência ficar com vocês. Foi muito difícil mesmo, como Morara falou. E eu vou anunciar os candidatos que vão para o final em categoria F. Então, parabéns para todo mundo. Foi uma escolha muito difícil para fazer. E esses 3 são numa ordem aleatório também, tá? Não tem primeiro, segunda ou terceiro. Então, tem Letícia Pires Dutra Judice, Manuela Claro Ribeiro Amaral e Priscila Monteiro do Nascimento. Parabéns a todos.
Muito obrigado pelos anúncios, juradas. E é isso aí, pessoal. Parabéns a todos os finalistas das 2 categorias. Vocês arrasaram demais hoje. E parabéns a todo mundo que se apresentou aqui hoje. Todos vocês já são grandes vencedores por terem se desafiado, terem se apresentado aqui. Então, parabéns a todo mundo, viu? E muito obrigado também pela presença. Espero que vocês tenham curtido bastante a sessão de hoje. Lembrando que os candidatos finalistas das categorias E e F que quiserem receber o feedback deverão acessar agora mesmo aquele link da sala do Google Meet, onde vocês entraram aqui no começo da sessão que foi realizado o sorteio, tá bom? E lembrando também que amanhã temos mais um dia de semifinal e amanhã é o último dia de semifinal. Então amanhã é a semifinal da categoria G, às 19 horas. Teremos muito mais discursos aí para a gente acompanhar. E os links de acesso estão lá no site do Your Voice. O site é yourvoice.culturainglesa.com.br. Muito obrigado mais uma vez a todos que assistiram até aqui. Amanhã nos vemos novamente e boa noite. Até mais.